An apartment complex in southeast Columbus is on the city's radar because of a lack of heat in some of the units. It's called Edgewater Landing and it's located off of Refugee Road. Now people are being temporarily relocated until the issue can be fixed. New at 11, 10 TV's Carly Dion shares what the city is doing to help.
If you take a closer look at some of the apartment buildings at Edgewater Landing, you'll see these notices posted on the door, stating a Columbus code officer has inspected the unit and there's currently no heat. According to Columbus's Department of Building and Zoning Services, the boiler system connected to 176 units stopped working last week, meaning there was no heat. The Department of Development says 49 of those units were occupied, and they were able to place 34 of those families temporarily in hotels through their vacant tenant services program last Thursday. 8 households decided to stay with friends or family. Now, management at the property is working to get the boiler system fixed, and some units are just starting to regain heat. City Attorney Zach Klein's office says this property is on their radar, and they just filed a complaint following the lack of heat at the property, declaring it a public nuisance. The complaint is asking the property owner to provide a written plan to the court within 30 days to fully rehabilitate the property.
Now, some good news for those tenants who were displaced. After some work had been done on the system, the Department of Development says 23 families were notified their apartments had heat and they could return home today. The Department of Building and Zoning says the final repairs are expected to be wrapped up tomorrow so that the remaining families can hopefully return home this week.
All right, Carly, has the city always been able to assist families in situations like this?
So there was actually a code change that took effect in July of last year, which requires a landlord to provide safe living options for tenants when they do not maintain safe living conditions. Hannah Jones with the Department of Development says some residents may not know they are eligible for this benefit. So if there's a safety issue with their unit, it's important they report it to code enforcement with the city. Yolanda.
All right, thank you, Carly.